Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday School. My name is Christa, and today I'm here with
Phil.
If you've been around the building the last couple weeks, you would have seen Phil up in our Sunday School. He is our summer student, and he's going to be taking over some of these videos for us. This week, we're on week 3 of Fruit of the Spirit, which is our Peace Week. So this week, I'm going to step out, Phil's going to lead us, and Ariella is going to give him a hand with our amazing felt board.
Hey, Ariella. So, the first 2 weeks, remember we talked about 2 different fruits, and now we're talking about peace?
Yeah.
So, the first week, for this summer, because you guys know we're going over the fruits of the Spirit, we talked about love. And then the second week, we talked about joy. And this week, we were talking about peace. And we're going to be talking about a character, and his name is Abraham.
Right here.
This guy in the red there. And so, Abraham was a peacemaker. And if you look at this beautiful land, you guys see all this color? Really pretty. Nothing wrong with this land. Now, this land is called Ur. And this is a story in the Old Testament. And so, you got mountains, blue sky, everything's going pretty well. And then one day the Lord, he speaks to Abraham, and he says, Abraham, I want you to pick up your stuff, and I want you to go to a new land, and I'm going to lead you. And Abraham, incredibly, is like, yes, I'm going to do this. And so they packed up everything from the land of Ur, where they were living, except for their house, because that would be ridiculously heavy to carry, even for all these guys. So they all left with the animals and the people, and they traveled for days, weeks, months, and even years. And the whole time, Abraham did not doubt the Lord and his plan. So he traveled and traveled and traveled all along the land of Ur. Who knows where else they went, but they went far. And they ended up making it to land called Canaan. Just as beautiful. See how green it is? And Abraham and Lot and everyone else with their animals and everything, including their hay. So that was important to feed their animals so they could stay healthy. They were in this beautiful land together. And I think they enjoyed it for a little bit. But then all of a sudden, there was fighting between the people. They were trying to decide, well, which place is the best place to go? Because right now, we have all this land. And once Abraham heard that Lot and all these people were fighting, Abraham was led to his people. He heard about it and he said to Lot, let's not have any quarreling. Let's not fight between you and me, our people, or between your herdsmen and mine. Look around. The whole land, pretty beautiful, is here for us. So for all these people, it's here for us. You may choose where you would like to go. Take your herds in that direction. And I'll go the other way. Then there will be plenty for us all. And the Lord was generous. The Lord is a generous giver. And he gave all this land to them. And so what ended up happening was Lot looked and he saw a beautiful land, a plain or a flat land. And it went down to the sea, just like this. This is the edge of the sea here. And so him and some of his people went with Lot down bright streams of flowing water and fields of green like you see. And they had plenty of space. And Lot, he said goodbye to Abraham. And they lived in peace in their land. They took some of the animals, and Abraham kept some of the animals, men and women. And you can see Abraham, he's with his people, and Lot is with his people. Now, the reason Abraham was a peacemaker is because after Lot moved away, God said to Abraham, look around. Look around. All the land you can see, all of it, I will give to you and your family forever. And that's what God chose to do. So they walked through the land, they set up, even built houses, and they lived there for a long time. And the Lord fulfilled what he said to Abraham, that I'm going to give you this land. So we're going to focus on the fruit, and this week's fruit is peace, right? Fruit of peace. So Ariella, why did Abraham and his family, why did they leave Ur?
They left Ur because God asked them to do that, and so they listened.
Yes, and why did the herdsmen fight when they got to Canaan?
Well, they fought because there wasn't enough food and water for all the animals.
house.
Exactly. And they wanted their own land, right? Even though there was plenty. And how did Abraham solve the dispute or the argument between the people?
Well, Abraham, he decided to let Lot choose where he wanted to live.
Exactly. And in that way, Abraham became a peacemaker. Now, in conclusion, kiddos, it can be hard for all of us, even as adults and cool young people like Ariella, and even scary to try to make peace and stop a fight. But God will give us what we know so that we can do what He's given us to do. One way to be a peacemaker is to give other people the first choice. Now, that's not easy. I know that from personal experience. When we put others first, we treat them in ways we would like to be treated, and that is the number one rule. It's a great way to grow the fruit of God's Spirit. And yeah, that's the fruit of peace. And I look forward to the next number of weeks. We're going to cover all the fruit. It's going to be an awesome time, guys. So thanks for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the service.